This year, you need to have a breakup with those bad habits that are keeping you stuck. We're going to talk about it today on the BraveHearted Woman. Hey everybody, this is Damon, and this is my show, The BraveHearted Woman. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, each week I bring important topics for women just like you to help you live with courage and confidence and bold vision for your future. So make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. I'm always giving out free resources that empower you. So you ready? Come on, let's get brave. Hey there, brave hearts. So great to be with you again. Happy New Year. This is your year. Dreams come alive in 2025. And you know what? Today is Monday, but I'm going to tell you just a few days ago, you know what it was? Friday, January 10 was National Quitters Day. That's right. All those people who have already made resolutions 10 days, studies prove, most of them have quit. But not you, because you're a brave-hearted woman. That's why I don't make my offerings available until after January 10 for all of the women who have decided to quit and realize that resolutions aren't going to get it done for you. You need a solid plan with powerful intentions, and you need a coach to help you get there. So, shameless, sorry, not sorry, plug for you today. I have 3 offers. I want to make them to you right away as we start the new year. Here's what I've got for you. Vision Blast Off Workshop, January 24. Would love for you to be a part of it. We're going to get serious. Hey, don't join if you're not really serious about getting goals, reaching your potential, unleashing and shedding limiting beliefs that have held you stuck. It's time for change, okay? We're not going to just have another year. We're going to have a brand new year. Dreams come alive in 2025. So the link will be in the show notes. I'd love for you to join us. January 24, you're going to get clear. You're going to get brave. You're going to find your dreams. And also very excited to let you know that I have my own publishing company now, Brave New Dawn Creations. And I'm able to make my latest book, The Making of a Brave-Hearted Woman, available to you for only $3. Now, on Amazon, I'm keeping it $17.99. That's right, $18. But today you get a $15 discount because I want you to have this information. I want you to have this life-changing, powerful book, because the concepts are age-old, they're biblical, they're true, they're proven, they work, and we as midlife women need to be employing these in our lives. And finally, my coaching course is now available. We've run beta groups, we've tweaked it, we've made it. It is ready for you. It's going to be an incredible transformational journey. And that's what we've called it, the Bravehearted Transformational Program. I want you to have that. It is on sale right now, but won't be for very long. So hurry on over. All of those things are available. So 5 bad habits you absolutely have to crush in 2025. You have to break up with them. You have to say, see ya, because they're sabotaging your progress. And this is not going to just be another year. It's going to be a new year, just like we said, a new you, a new outlook, a new perspective, a new determination, a new form of brave, the best version of you ever. And so it's time to offend your bad habits. Just say, no, I'm breaking up with you. I don't want to do you anymore. It's a simple answer, but it's not easy. Tess Barker, she's a columnist. She says that bad habits are like diamonds. Very appealing and tough to break. Yes, that's the bad habit. And that's because of the dopamine reward. We get this surge, this juicy dump of dopamine that is the pleasure chemical of the brain that says, yeah, I love this. I want to do this when we're indulging in guilty pleasures. And that dopamine system, that's really powerful and awesome if your habit is good. But what about when your habit is bad? So that pleasure chemical is not our friend. And so we have to become really aware because these bad habits will derail us. Not this year, though. So I want you to ask yourself this question. Does this habit lift me or load me? Does it lift me up to my best version of myself, my highest self? Does it help me reach my goal? Does it lift me or does it load me? Does it load me down? Does it make me feel guilty afterwards? Does it interrupt my progress? Does it make me feel depressed and in despair? We're going to get rid of the 5 bad habits that load us. So, number 5, and counting down. Number 5, racking up credit card debt. It's such a great feeling. You talk about dopamine. It's such a great feeling, isn't it, to get those packages from Amazon? I love it. I love pulling up in the driveway and seeing boxes stacked in the driveway, and I get so excited. I know I'm having a chemical rush right there. Those little sneaky delights, the shoes, the purses, the makeup, the lip gloss, the hair extensions, the eyelashes, maybe, a new blouse, maybe whatever it is. What could be better, right? Well, let's ask that question again in 30 days when the bill comes. What could be better? What could be better is not having to pay a hefty bill or not having to pay a late fee because we didn't have the money. What could be better is to have a stellar credit score. What could be better is to save enough money to buy a home, a car, to finance that new business that we want. What could be better is peace in the home and no stress, no financial stress, but instead financial freedom. That could be better. So when you hear the little voice that says, yeah, but I deserve this, I've worked really hard, let yourself remember that buying things will never fill the emotional gap that we might be experiencing. It doesn't solve problems. In fact, it might create them. And this is buying things and putting it on credit that we don't need, I'm referring to. Just adding financial stress to ourselves. What could be better is to break the habit. Here's some suggestions I have for you. I recommend that you start using cash. If you really want something, you pay cash for it. Because when you pay cash, you are so much less likely to relinquish your cash. You stop and you ask yourself, do I really want this? You can employ the 24-hour rule. Don't buy anything until you've thought about it, like end impulsive buying. And don't use credit, but say, do I really want this? Or you can use the Amazon wish list and go back in 24 hours and say, do I really want that? I have a wish list on Amazon, and sometimes I'll go back and I say, what was I thinking? I don't want any of that. And then there might be that one item that, yeah, I really do want that. And then I know, okay, it's good. But if you have a habit of clicking and buying, stay off the internet. Stop scrolling. Especially when you just compare yourself with others and think, well, I want that. So start a savings jar and only purchase what you're willing to save for. Only purchase what you know you really want. Maybe instead of 24 hours, you have a 7-day, or it's been on there for 30 days on a list that says, I really want this, I really need this, and I'm going to spend the money for it. So stop and think before you buy and use cash. That'll help you break that habit in 2025. Number 4, the bad habit we have to crush, the complaining habit, the negative outlook and complaining habit. It's a habit to find what's wrong with something. You've trained your brain to show you what's wrong, what's broken, what's not complete, what could be done better. And it's okay if that's your job of critical analysis. But if you look at what's not working instead of what's good and what's positive and what's uplifting, you are loading yourself down with a heap of despair, depression, anxiety, and stress. Complaining only ensures that you'll find exactly that and more of the very things that you want to complain about. You're training your RAS, your reticular activating system, your confirmation bias to show you more of what's wrong, more of things to be negative about. But negativity is poison to your mind, to your body, to your heart, to your soul, not to mention your relationships, your friendships, your energy levels. And it makes you really bad company, quite frankly. I've been around some people who have the negativity habit. They complain about everything, and it really ruins a good time. So to break this habit, start a gratitude journal. You really can't be negative and bitter and fault-finding and complaining and grateful at the same time. I mean, I could end it right there. Being grateful is the cure to negativity. And practice blessing. Before you become complaining or negative about someone, you bless them. You find the things, 3 things. Our brain loves 3s. You find 3 things that you can bless them for and say, this is what's good about them and this is what I love about them. And if it's someone you don't know and they're in the grocery store and you're tempted to just curse them under your breath, like, what in the world? Stop yourself. It's a habit. Stop yourself and bless them instead. And then just ask somebody to hold you accountable and call you out. Every time I complain or I say something negative, call me out on that. Take a rubber band and snap yourself every time. You've got to interrupt that habit. It is a neural pathway. It is strong and it is working. Number 3 on our 5 countdown list of bad habits, stress eating and drinking. Overindulging. Well, I've had a rough day. I deserve this. Or I've really been good all week, so I'm going to eat this. Grabbing snacks out of boredom. This is so difficult, you all, to do. Grabbing snacks out of stress. That snicky snack at the end of the day, and you're mindlessly watching TV and you just want something. Emotional eating, stress eating. It sabotages any good plan, your health, your energy, and your confidence, your self-love, and the pride that you have in yourself. You become frustrated and angry at yourself because you can't get yourself to obey yourself. Why stop this negative habit? Because we know emotional eating is a poor way to choose. We need food for nourishment to fuel our body, and it is a beautiful social thing, but eating should be planned, especially if you're trying to lose weight or maintain weight. It only adds guilt when we stress eat. It doesn't fix our problem. So to break this habit, pause before eating and ask yourself, am I really hungry? Do I really want this? Am I avoiding some emotions and some feelings that I really should process, and maybe I should think about them instead of shoving some food in my mouth? And is there a better choice if I really am hungry? I have a friend who's a coach, Coach Monica, shout out to her, Keto Mom. She says, if you're hungry, eat a green bean. If you're really hungry, eat some green beans. If you don't want a green bean, you're not really hungry, and you're probably stress eating or eating out of habit, or you're having some kind of craving that has been activated by your poor eating, and you woke up the sugar addiction or something that you drank. So have a go-to stress reliever when you feel that. Take a 5-minute walk. Change your physiology, do some jumping jacks, interrupt something, do some deep breathing, journal instead for reaching for food. And don't provide for the flesh. Get rid of all of the hazardous, sugar-laden snacks and keep healthy choices visible and available to you. Number 2, gotta smash this one, wasting time with TV or internet. Man, according to the AC Nelson Company, the average American watches 4 hours of TV a day. Holy moly, 4 hours of TV a day. It's 28 hours. That's a part-time full work week. 28 hours or 2 months of nonstop television watching out of your year. I can think of so many other things. You can write a book in 2 months. You can start a business plan in 2 months. You can go to a health clinic for 2 months. You can change your whole life in 2 months. You can paint your house. You can change your furniture. You can do so many things. You can clean out every closet you have. There's got to be better ways to spend our time. Too much internet and TV consumption can quietly drain your energy, your mental, emotional, and physical energy and motivation. We know that. Plus, the screen pulls us into some kind of passive state. It just lulls us into apathy and mediocrity, replacing valuable time that could be spent on our growth, our development, our self-care. And we also know that overexposure to these blue lights disrupts our circadian rhythm. So our natural wake up and go to sleep natural cycles totally disrupted by the blue light of these screens, these iPad and phone screens. We know that. And so it messes with our quality of sleep, the depth of our sleep. We're fatigued. We're not producing melatonin. It's disquieting our mental clarity, diminishing our mental clarity. We know this. So overconsumption of TV and mindless scrolling really is the enemy of your creativity. You've said it to your kids or your grandkids, go outside and play. When we were kids, we used to play and make up games and use our imagination. Okay, how about it? So same for us. So to break this habit, decide in advance how much TV and internet consumption you think is healthy and beneficial for you. Decide in advance and then hold yourself to it. Put on a timer, a buzzer, and don't allow yourself the rational lie that says, well, I don't have anything else I really could be doing. Yes, you do. Do something productive. Read a book. Get into a good novel. Wash a car if it's the summer months. Organize your closet. Take a walk. Paint your fingernails. Exercise. Do something. Throw away the stuff in the junk drawer that you don't need. Or make a rule that says, I bundle my TV watching. I only watch TV when I'm walking on the treadmill, or while I'm cleaning out this closet or this drawer, or I only watch TV while I'm also doing some weightlifting. Okay, by the way, there's a significant correlation in studies between TV watching and our body image. That's interesting, isn't it? It is proven that we become less content with our own life, our own body, and our own successes when we over scroll on Facebook and Instagram, where we're clearly only watching the highlight screens of someone else's life. And the number one habit that we have to break in 2025, at least on this episode, making excuses. Stop making excuses and start taking control. Making excuses is a habit that loads you, but taking control is an empowering way to lift you and help you unleash your potential. Excuses are clever lies that we tell ourselves to stay in our comfort zone. Let's call it what it really is, our apathetic zone, our I don't want to engage in life fully zone, I'm afraid zone, so I don't do anything zone. All right, you get it. But every excuse costs you something. There is a price to pay. It costs you your time, your progress, your potential, all the things that we've been talking about. And the truth is, there's never going to be a perfect moment to start. And things will rarely be easy. And yes, you will have obstacles. But the difference between success and stagnation is simply those who succeed start. They stop making excuses and they start taking action. What can you do today to start? So write it down. This is the year I make no excuses, because your goals deserve your focus. You deserve to reach your potential. You have dreams inside of you that have been stagnant for far too long. It's time. As the saying goes, you can have results or you can have excuses, but you can't have both. I believe Arnold Schwarzenegger is the one who first said that. So what will you choose today? Are you going to point your finger at something outside of your own self and say, well, this is the reason why, and that's the reason why? And if you do that, you do understand that you're saying you're powerless, that you're a passive passenger in the car and someone else is driving, that you're not in charge of your own destiny, but you're not powerless. You're stronger than you know. You have decision-making power. You are in charge of your own life. You are the key, because it is not what has happened to you, but it's what you decide to do with what has happened to you. So this is your year. Stop making excuses. Excuses will always be there, but opportunity will not. Success is what happens after you stop making excuses. All right. So what are you going to do with what I just shared with you? Now, guess what? These are just 5 habits I wanted to highlight, but there are 5 more. We're going to talk about them later in the season here. But what about ignoring your body's health? Not washing off your makeup before you go to bed? Keeping generational clutter? Keeping a messy closet? Or procrastination? All bad habits we're going to identify in episodes coming up. So make sure you subscribe and follow me so you don't miss what's next. Finally, I want to remind you that my offer for you is my book for $3, The Making of a Brave-Hearted Woman, Courage, Confidence, and Vision for Your Midlife. We also invite you to join us January 24 for the workshop and my course, The Brave-Hearted Transformational Journey, where your life will be changed. It's not heavy lifting, but it is incredible outcomes. These tweaks that you make in your life, and I'm going to walk right with you and show you how to do it, stuff that nobody else is telling you how to do, because they'd rather just keep taking your money. But I want to see you make changes in your life that help you realize your dreams. All in the notes for you. This is Dawn Damon, your BraveHeart Mentor, reminding you it's your time. Find your brave and live your dreams. Dreams come alive in 2025.